November the 24th, 1971. A stormy Thanksgiving Eve. A man in a dark suit and tie steps onto a Northwest Orient Airlines flight. He takes a seat, orders a bourbon and soda, and lights a cigarette. Nobody on board knows it yet, but this quiet, polite man is about to pull off the most infamous heist in American history, and then vanish into thin air. This is the story of D.B. Cooper, the only man in U.S. history to hijack an airplane, extort $200,000 in ransom, and escape without ever being caught. Over 50 years later, nobody knows who he was, where he went, or if he even survived his daring parachute jump into the freezing wilderness. The man bought his ticket under the name Dan Cooper. Witnesses described him as calm, mid-40s, neatly dressed. Nothing about him suggested danger. Shortly after takeoff, he handed a note to a flight attendant. She thought it was a phone number until he leaned closer and whispered, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." Inside his briefcase were wires, red sticks, and a battery pack. The threat was real. Cooper demanded $200,000 in cash, nearly $1.5 million today, along with 4 parachutes and a fuel truck waiting in Seattle. The FBI and the airline, desperate to protect the passengers, agreed. When the plane landed, Cooper released everyone except the crew. With the money and parachutes on board, they took off again, flying low and slow toward Mexico. Somewhere over the forests of Washington state, in freezing rain, D.B. Cooper opened the rear staircase of the Boeing 727. Strapping the ransom to his body, he leapt into the darkness. When the plane landed, the FBI rushed in. Cooper was gone. The largest manhunt in U.S. history followed. Forests, rivers, and mountains were searched. Nothing. In 1980, a young boy found $5,800 in rotting bills buried near the Columbia River. The serial numbers matched Cooper's ransom. The rest of the cash, still missing, the man, never seen again. Did D.B. Cooper die in the jump, his body lost forever in the wilderness? Or did he survive, vanish into society, and live the rest of his life as the world's most mysterious outlaw? Over 1,000 suspects have been investigated. None confirmed. The FBI closed the case in 2016, but the legend only grew stronger. D.B. Cooper didn't just rob an airline. He robbed the world of answers. Was he a criminal genius who pulled off the impossible? Or a desperate man whose final jump ended in tragedy? Maybe. Somewhere out there, D.B. Cooper is still laughing.